All right, for this explainer, we're going to dig into one tiny detail in Blackjack that is, no joke, quietly costing players millions of dollars. And here's the thing, it has absolutely nothing to do with how you play your cards. Hitting on 16s, splitting eights. Nope, not that. This mistake is hiding in plain sight. So, what do you think it is? What's the absolute costliest mistake you can make at a blackjack table? Is it a bad hit? Maybe taking that insurance bet everyone tells you not to? Well, let me tell you, the real answer is probably not what you're thinking. It's going to surprise you. Yeah, that's right. The biggest mistake has nothing to do with how you play your hands. It's all about where you choose to play. I mean, this is a decision you make before a single card is even dealt, and it can basically doom your entire session before it even gets started. All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about this overlooked detail. We're talking about something that, I swear, most players just walk right past without a second glance. It's just this tiny little line of text printed right there on the felt, but it has huge financial consequences. You'll see it on the table. It'll say something like, Blackjack pays 3 to 2, or maybe Blackjack pays 6 to 5. And look, I get it. It seems like such a minor rule change, right? But believe me when I say, this little line of text, that's the whole ballgame right there. Okay, so what do these numbers, 3 to 2, 6 to 5, what do they actually mean? Let's break it down because it's super important to understand when this rule kicks in and how it directly hits your wallet. So first things first, this special payout, it doesn't apply to every win. It only applies to one very specific hand, what's called a natural blackjack. You know the one. It's when your first two cards are an ace and any 10 value card, a 10, a jack, a queen, or a king. Boom. It's the best possible hand you can get. Right, so this isn't just for beating the dealer with a 20 or something. No. This is a bonus. It's a special reward you get for hitting that perfect natural hand. And the size of that bonus, well, that's where the trap is laid. Okay, let's just do some really simple math to see what's going on. Imagine you bet $10 and you get that natural blackjack. At a good traditional 3 to 2 table, you win $15. That's a $15 profit. Now, at a 6 to 5 table, you only win $12. You're losing out on $3 on the best hand in the game. That's crazy. And I know what you're thinking. $3? What's the big deal? And that perception right there is exactly why these 6 to 5 games are so dangerous. The casinos are literally banking on you thinking it's just a small difference that won't matter in the long run. But trust me, it adds up, and it adds up way faster than you think. So let's really dig into the real financial cost here. We're going to peel back the layers and look at the actual math of the game, so you can see why this one single rule change is just so absolutely devastating to your bankroll. Getting a natural blackjack isn't like winning the lottery. It's not some super rare, once-in-a-lifetime event. It happens, on average, about once every 21 hands. So this isn't a rare penalty. It's more like a constant repeating tax that you're paying every single time you get the best possible hand. And that really gets to the heart of it. This isn't just some subtle little tweak. It's a full-on structural change to the game itself. It's not like they're just changing the color of the felt. No, they're fundamentally altering the math, and they're tilting it way, way more in their favor. And what does that tilt look like in numbers? Here it is. That's the hidden price tag. By choosing to sit at a 6 to 5 table, you are giving the casino an extra 1.4% edge over you. And that happens the second you sit down, instantly, before you've made a single playing decision. I mean, just look at this. A standard blackjack game, a 3 to 2 game, if you play with basic strategy, has one of the best odds for the player in the entire casino. The house edge is often less than 1%. But then, look what happens with the 6 to 5 rule. The house edge more than doubles. It takes one of the best games on the floor and turns it into a really, really bad one for you. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Think about this for a second. It means that you could be the world's best blackjack player, you could have basic strategy tattooed on your arm, and you'd still lose your money faster at a 6 to 5 game than some random person playing terribly at a proper 3 to 2 table. Your skill cannot beat their bad math. It's that simple. So, the big question is, why? Why on earth would casinos do this? Why take a classic, beloved game and make the odds so much worse for players? Well, as you can probably guess, it's not by accident. It's a very, very smart and very effective business strategy. It all comes down to who they're targeting. See, these games are designed for casual players. People who are drawn in by those low $5 minimum bets. They make the table seem super friendly and accessible. And the casinos know these players aren't going to be checking the fine print. They're counting on it. And for the casino, this one simple change, it dramatically boosts their profits. It's kind of brilliant in a sneaky way. And here's the crazy part, the real paradox. That friendly-looking $5 6-to-5 table, it is far, far more expensive for you to play at per dollar you bet than the so-called intimidating $15 table right next to it that pays the proper 3-to-2. The low minimum is just the bait. The terrible payout, that's the hook. Okay, so we've laid out the trap. Now, how do you avoid it? The best part about all this is that the solution is incredibly simple. Seriously, it takes like 3 seconds to do, and it is without a doubt the most powerful, smartest move you can make in a casino. Here's all you have to do. It's your 3-second checklist. Step 1. Before you even think about sitting down, find that payout text on the felt. Step 2. If you see the numbers 6 to 5, do not hesitate. Don't even think about it. Just turn around and walk away. It is always the right move. And step 3, if for some reason you can't find it written down, just ask the dealer directly. Does Blackjack pay 3-to-2 before you put a single chip down? That's it. So forget all the charts about when to hit or stand for just a second, because this simple act of choosing the right table is the most important strategic decision you will ever make when you play blackjack, period. And really, that's what it all boils down to. It's a super simple mantra to carry with you. Don't let a low minimum bet or a fun-looking table fool you. If the payout is wrong, the game is wrong. And if the payout says 6 to 5, you're playing the wrong game. The absolute smartest move you can make is to just not play it at all.